Alright, y'all, welcome back again. I didn't get to upload last week. I'm sorry, y'all. I left on vacation. I haven't had a vacation in years. Took the wife and the kids to a little beach house, and they had a blast. It was nice to not have to work on anything. But we have this. We're back. I did, while I was away, get my turbos back. Let me show you these units. These things are heavy. Yep, TDIs, these are some gangster units. So here's the deal. These are back to 94. So we originally got spec 94s. Force inductions come on board. They made me send them back, and they turned them into 102s, and we went back and forth quite a bit on this deal, and it was too much turbo. I mean, I know, never enough turbo, but honestly, those 102s would move probably about 5,500 horsepower worth of air, and we're not making 5,500 horsepower. I don't have 5,500 horsepower money, so we talked it out, and the right choice was to go back to a 94, but this time we did the ball bearing units. Now, we did talk about getting some gangster FIS, GTR units and stuff like that, but they want to be able to use me to promote the TDI brand, to prove how extremely capable these turbos are. You know, TDI is also a force inductions company, but it's just not, it hasn't built the same reputation as FIS. So, do I want the gangster stuff? Absolutely. But nobody said that deal right there ain't a gangster. We're going to prove that. We're going to put these things to work. They're ball bearing. They're nice. I have zero complaints. I think it's going to do everything we need to do, and hopefully we make TDI and force inductions proud. So that's what we have. But now that we have them back, I need to figure a jig out to get them mounted. And then before I even do that, we really need to finalize the front clip. Like I said, I've been going, haven't been able to work on nothing. I've just been busy. But we do need to finalize the front clip. So that's what I'm going to work on. I'm going to add some more Zeus tabs and see if we can't get this front end fully seated in the truck and all that stuff. Once we have that, then we can hang the turbos, because nothing will move, and start the start the stressful task of headers. Never built a set like this. I don't have the little puzzle piece things to test fit, so I'm just gonna kind of have to start somewhere. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. Not sure if in this video we'll get to that part or not, but mainly we're gonna work on finalizing the front end and stuff, and trying to get back onto my weekly uploads for you guys. Yeah, just been on vacation. Sometimes you need a little off time. Guys, keep in mind, like most of you, I'm in here by myself all the time working on this thing, and it sucks, man. It gets you down. When you work on the same thing for so long, you kind of attempt to get burnt out and stuff. We can't get burnt out on this. We need to keep trucking. So that's what we're going to do. I encourage all you guys to do the same thing. If y'all need to just step away for a few days, kind of relax and recoup, and then hit it back again, then do what you got to do, man. There's no timeline on this type of stuff. So let's get to this front end. Let's get it finalized. Let's keep trucking. Hey, and I'm still looking for stock height billet TRZ spindles. If somebody wants some drop spindles, I have them brand new. They're only sitting on the truck. I could really use the stock height ones. So that height's not going to work. So if y'all know anybody, send them my way. Yep, let's get to work. All right. You can see my face, it's sweating. I'm having a rough go here, y'all. I told you, sometimes you win some and sometimes you lose some. So I'm trying to run something behind this fender here to put two more Zeus tabs in the center to help hold it. This is all fiberglass, so it's not super strong. Stronger than some other ones I've seen, but I made a template out of my TIG wire like I've showed y'all that I do. And problem number one is I don't have enough hands. So this is where working by yourself kind of sucks. So I'm gonna flip this camera around and I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about and where I made a boo-boo. And we're just gonna have to remake this. That's the only right way to do it. There's no shortcuts in this stuff, and I'm sure I can use this somewhere else. This is definitely not, you don't throw this away. Ugh, got me yawning. Let me flip this around. So, on the phone here, you can see, bear with me here, hold on. I'm gonna set the phone down, hold on. Okay, so this is how it goes. You see that gap there? It's not supposed to be there. If I close this gap, then it's away from the fender a little too much. It's just not right. So my only option is to make the same thing with that upper leg a little bit longer. Okay? Like I said, you win some, you lose some. We're gonna put 2 Zeus tabs off this. It's part of it. And you gotta make sure the door, the door clears on this type of stuff. Yep, that should work. Anyway, just show y'all what I got going on. No major progress because now I'm gonna have to remake this, which is okay. Part of it. Ugh, I hadn't worked on this enough days, and here I am making mistakes, but it's okay. Let's remake this, get this fit up the way we need it to be, and we'll keep on trucking. All right. Kind of changing gears here. I need to remake that bracket that we talked about because one of the legs is a little too short. But this is what's going to attach to it. Okay. This is just a universal Zeus tab. So what I'm thinking is going to be easier is I ordered the little Zeusnoids from CJRC to make mounting these things a hell of a lot easier. Let me see, show you what I'm talking about. I don't remember what they charge for these. It wasn't nothing crazy, and it's a big pack of them. So this is a Zeusnoid. Okay, it's 1/8 inch hole. So you drill your 1/8 inch hole. And look, it fits perfect. So you'll have it perfectly aligned. Just drill your 1/8 inch hole, and you can Cleco this in, and it'll hold it, or you won't, which is ideal. That's pretty much what I'm after. So we're gonna use these. Remember, Cameron Johnson race cars, they sell those. It's called a Noid, Zeusnoid. So we're gonna use these. I'm gonna punch my hole, and I'm gonna clamp the tab in, and then when I build this new piece, I'm gonna make sure that it butts up to these so I can weld them, and it should fit perfect if I do my job right. Who knows? So let's get these drilled and set in there, and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, I told y'all about the Zeusnoids here, and I did remake that bracket. I don't know if y'all can see it, but you get the idea. It's just sitting there with my Central Tools magnet that I've also showed y'all, and that's kind of what we got going on here. One at the bottom, it has one down at the bottom, and then one here, and there'll most likely be one in this tab here. But like I said, we'll have a hood. The hood will be pinned on too, so you'll take the hood off if and then you can, once you have the hood off, you can pop this clip and these and be able to remove the front clip. But I think this will be sturdy enough. I'm just trying to be careful with the wind, door gaps, make sure everything opens and stays happy. That's why these things have those bends in them. Life is good. Cool. I'm gonna get this welded out and see if we can make a copy of. All right, y'all. This sucks, and it's not that it's hard. It's just hard doing it by yourself. So I got these bracket. It's just like barely tacked in back here. That's to hold the fender. I just now got it tacked. Like, having to work by yourself, this is where sometimes it sucks. It's very difficult. You spend more time making a way to hold things in place just so you can do 5 minutes of work. This one is made up, so what I'm gonna have to do is go grab somebody, help me take the front clip off. That way I can see what I'm doing, weld it out, and it look nice, which is important. So I need to do that. I done contaminated the crap out of my tungsten. It was super awkward trying to see between the fender and the bar with the torch and all that stuff. Just it's part of it. So I need to clean my tungsten, get that weld out and stuff, but I got to get help to get the front clip off. This video is pretty short and sweet. Like I said, I do have the turbos. As soon as I get the front clip mounted, we can stop avoiding the headers. We need to figure it out. I did take off and go race the cars this morning. That was a great time. Didn't win, but I didn't lose either. Or wait, first loser. Anyway, it was a good time. Still some type of racing like this. It's racing. We love it. So yeah, I'm gonna probably finish this one off here. Last week I didn't do an upload. We went on family vacation, so there was really nothing to video, and I've been extremely busy since we got back. So just now trying to squeeze in a little bit of time. I just want to do a little video. I know it's short. I'm sorry. We are jumping back on it. I do have a lot of irons in the fire right now, but we're gonna keep trucking. I'm still shooting to hear this girl for this year. So y'all keep following along, and if y'all have any questions, just let me know, and when I get the front clip off, when I get some help for the next video, y'all see, I'll show you how I did the fender brackets a little better and stuff like that. But stuff's starting to get real. The motor's sitting in it. We need to build headers and stuff. So I'm excited. I do need to get hardware so I can fully bolt the motor all the way in. But yeah, thank y'all as always. I appreciate all subscribers. We're gaining a little bit every day. Hey, it's sometimes you gotta learn how to walk before you can run type of deal. So it's all good. I appreciate all of y'all. Thank you for the comments and all that good stuff. And we'll see you next time.